Have you ever heard of underwater forests? Through the construction of hydroelectric dams around the world, an estimated 40 million hectares of land have been flooded by reservoirs, preserving vast tracts of forests. At Triton, we know that by recovering these lost forests, we can reduce logging pressure on living forests and generate positive environmental, social, and economic benefits to local communities. You might wonder how Triton finds and recovers these forests lost under reservoirs. Well, reservoirs containing flooded forests can be found almost everywhere. Triton analyzes reservoirs in forested regions of the world that are deep enough and large enough to preserve the forest. This comprehensive analysis includes forest inventories, operational parameters, environmental studies, and commercial opportunities for harvested logs in terms of lumber production or biomass fuel. Triton uses satellite imaging, underwater surveys, thousands of bathymetry data points, and drone surveys to complete this process. During the planning phase, Triton also builds relationships with local stakeholders, such as reservoir owners, governments, environmental organizations, and local communities. A successful completion of this process results in Triton obtaining a harvesting concession. The next step is to carefully define the harvest planning process for the forest. Harvest plans are developed through extensive field studies and stakeholder consultations, then written according to Triton's environmental and social management system to ensure compliance with local requirements. Triton has developed two technologies. For deep reservoirs, generally deeper than 30 meters, Triton can deploy our patented sawfish to extract the lost forest one tree at a time. The sawfish is a remote-operated vehicle. It swims down to the base of a tree, grasps a hold of it, and drills air bags into it, and begins to cut it. The bags are filled with air, and once the tree is fully severed, the whole tree floats to the surface for collection. In shallow reservoirs, generally less than 30 meters, harvest plan maps are loaded into Triton's patented shark harvester. The shark harvester is Triton's latest high-production underwater tree harvester. From the safety of the cab, a single operator harvests trees up to 1.5 meters in diameter at depths up to 30 meters using state-of-the-art marine navigation, GPS positioning, and mapping technology. Guided by sonar, cameras, and lights on the felling ahead, an average of 120-plus trees per day per shark are harvested safely and efficiently without disturbing the lake bed. Generally speaking, a single shark will harvest roughly 1 hectare per day. Once harvested, logs sink, so they're placed in floating log containers called bunks that are fixed to the sides of the shark barge. Full bunks are moved to the surface collection barge for transfer to a log transport barge, then moved to Triton's lakeside log yard. What can you do with logs that have been underwater for years or decades? Anything you can do with trees harvested on land. Once logs are out of the water, Triton carefully sorts them by species, grade, and size to maximize the value of this precious resource. Triton looks to reclaim as much merchantable timber as possible for use in all types of wood products, from green lumber to architectural cladding, decking, and beautiful furniture pieces as finished lumber products. All of the timber not reclaimed as lumber products is converted into biomass fuel for green energy production. At Triton, we believe that businesses can and should produce social good and contribute to the sustainability of our planet's ecosystem. The Triton Timber Group. Innovation, adventure, stewardship, and safety.